I'm joined with Texas Tech quarterback Henry Colombi. Henry, man, how you doing, first off?
Doing really good.
Hey, first thing I want to ask is about your performance in spring. I went out to at least 10 or 11 of the practices, and I don't remember you throwing a bad ball. I mean, even asked Coach Cumbie about it, and he said you had a really good spring. Just from your perspective, how did it go for you?
Yeah, I think, this is I've been going into my 5th fall camp, so I just went through my 5th spring. I think that it was one of my best springs. Over the years I've learned a lot from Jordan and from Allen last year, just picking up things along the way. So I think that I had a really good spring overall, throwing balls, running through my reads and stuff.
Kind of break down Coach Cumbie's offense, because I know, of course, you were with Coach Yost and his offense for several years. What is it like so far with Coach Cumbie?
Yeah, so Coach Cumbie's offensive difference is, we have the ability to slow it down rather than last year we're strictly up-tempo, so we'll go under center at times, huddle up when we need to. So we don't always have one gear, we just play multiple gears pretty well.
Appears to be more motion, multiple formations compared to before. Is that the case, and how does that help, or does it?
We're definitely moving a lot of guys around, so we'll get like our big guys in the slot sometimes, put our tight ends on the outside with motion and stuff. It just gives the defense a lot to prepare, make them adjust a lot in the game.
What did you learn going through the Big 12? Because it was, it's a crazy year. It was COVID and all that, and just a Big 12 football season is crazy anyways. But, there were so many ups and downs for the team, and then for you personally. What was it like for you, and what did you learn through that experience?
My first year in the Big 12 is definitely, every week's a battle. There's no off weeks. Any team, even if they're 2-8, can come out, and you're in the Big 12, they can play ball. So you always got to be on top of your game as a team, because it's always going to be a battle, whether you're home or away.
So what was it like? Of course, you came in the Kansas State game, the Iowa State game, and then you started the win over West Virginia. Just give me an idea of what it was like, your mentality going through those games.
I think it was just always preparing as your other starter, even when I wasn't, going to Kansas State, just always being ready. And when Allen went down, we kind of came in, we didn't really miss a beat, me and the offense. It all comes to training camp, through spring ball, all getting our timing and stuff down. So, me and Allen, we're really good friends, we battle with each other, we push each other, so we just we're on the same page there.
Seems like you're always, in quarterback play, it's always like this, but you always have some big competition, whether it was with Jordan before or Allen, and then now Shucks come in and the young quarterbacks and everything. What is it like? How do you keep that confidence up and keep showing up, with that mentality?
Yeah, I think it's been like that since I can remember.
Yeah.
A lot of, there's always going to be people with opinions saying that you can't do this, can't do that, but at the end of the day, if you listen to them, then I wouldn't be where I am today. So I think I did competition, it makes everyone better. And I know it definitely makes me better, because I feel like if there wasn't as much competition in the spring, maybe I wouldn't have had a great spring ball. So I think it makes me better as a player, as a leader, as a teammate, and everything.
Going back to your performance in spring, I was really struck with, because I know a lot of people will say, one of the knocks is arm strength, but you threw some really nice long balls. I saw, whether it was being drills, or I didn't see a lot of team other than the spring game, but you were hitting some pretty big throws there. Where's the improvement come from, or have you always been able to do that? And just maybe.
Yeah, maybe it's. I don't know, honestly. Maybe another year with Dave Scholes, getting me stronger. Yeah. I think arm strength has always been a thing ever since coming out of high school, but I'm not the one who's going to throw it 70 yards down the field, but I know where I can throw and what I need to do with timing and stuff to make up for it.
Then I asked Coach Wells about, is there still quarterback competition and going into training camp? He said absolutely. So what's your mindset going into fall camp?
Just like every other season, it's anybody's game. I got to play my best ball every day. We'll continue to push each other, and whatever's best for the team is going to happen.
One of the cool things, can't help but notice on social media how people are, and it seems like you and your dad are really tight. Mm-hmm. Can you kind of break down the relationship you and your father have?
Yeah, me and my parents are, like my circle. It's us three. It's always been when nobody else has really believed in me or anything. My parents have always been in my corner. My dad really trained me as a quarterback. Growing up, he kind of made me into the player I am today. And then my mom's always been there, just supporting me from the side, just always pushing me. So without them, I definitely wouldn't be here today. So I'm really thankful for them.
All right, Texas Tech quarterback Henry Colombi, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yep.